beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense. Particularly, that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. He'll do it himself on the draw. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, TCU.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick six.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's back. Takes an easy one to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
He lost one down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in the house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. You hope your punter can flip the field. Couldn't do it this time as the ball was down just inside the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Buys a little time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range when people start to... He's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got the tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I like the way this offense is ending the first half. Like, putting a good drive together. I like the running down here in this area. You got to be physical in this part of the field. You've got a good lead. You've got a chance to go in the half with more momentum, continue to run the ball, eat the clock, and put some points on the board.
Kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch.
Are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Hansen. He's going to run it. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's got it down the middle. He did not make it a wall on third down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Fair catch, called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Quickly complete. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37.
3rd down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You know, you got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another 1st down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
They'll send the back in motion. Going up top again. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds and complete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this team. This game, guy, that's already his 2nd PB in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's back. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. Can't quite make the connection there. Must have let him a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Cyclones send out the punt unit.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. Sure hands, it's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it.
Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Leaves it with the back. It's a running room. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, home front. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll call for the fair catch here. They've got a first down here to open the period. On the snap, it's Hansen. He'll pull it down and run. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Oh, it's a reverse. Runs through the tackle.
Well, this is a receiver that needs to touch the ball in a variety of ways. They're going to throw it to him, but they're also going to get involved on jet sweeps.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Run the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Cyclones with the 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times, and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe the Tide can't roll back into this one. They're trailing by 12 to LSU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. There he goes! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And the Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Looking for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
It's a reverse. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the offense dialing up the jet sweep, and I like that idea because this receiver, with his speed, you want to try to get him on the perimeter, put the ball in his hands and see what can happen.
Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Beck. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. To the air, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Holds and fires complete to the right. There he goes. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking them.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To throw, it's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 42 Spider. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT. Sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's the problem when you're living in 2nd and long situations. Sometimes the quarterbacks feel like they just got to go get it all back in one throw. That's what he was trying to do on that one. He forced it into traffic, and the defense made him pay, coming up with a huge interception.
Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying play action. Brad goes to the middle. It's Curtis. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
And the Horned Frogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU! Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
This defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Beck. Under fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Cyclones need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the running back. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. The Horned Frogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Hits a seam wide open. They needed inches and got a lot more than that. They're set up with a 1st and goal.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to buy time. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Alabama is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad problem. They're trailing by 19 to LSU. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds his big tight end. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks. Get that.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Makes a connection. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go?
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
They'll run it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right down the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
He's got him this time. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Cyclones come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. It's a reverse. Shakes off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today. I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation.